example is PDD cases. So if we can share.
Sure. Well, as a practical matter, the law really is supposed to be blind. And the idea would be that in the event that there's a jury trial to ultimately determine the culpability of an individual or a company, that one should not be biased by reading articles in the newspapers and on social media that have preordained opinions about what they believe the outcome should be. Practically speaking, it happens all the time. The jurors go through a process called voir dire, where they are questioned by attorneys to get a sense of if they do have any inherent biases concerning the facts or the individuals involved in the case. So, generally speaking, I think the less media exposure involved for jurors who would be rendering determinations, the better. And therefore, I would sort of lend myself to agree with the side of the pendulum that swings towards anything in the press potentially has the ability to manipulate an outcome, because that's not what we want to see. Justice is meant to be blind, and we'd like the jurors who are supposed to be impartial to ultimately decide the outcome of what's right and what's wrong.
Oh, okay. And also, like, litigation versus mediation, what's better? And some legal experts advocate for kind of aggressive litigations to secure the best outcomes, while others push for a mediation and the dispute resolution. So, what approach do you believe serves best?
I think it really depends on the situation at hand. You'll find that there are many disputes and parties involved in disputes who have no interest in reaching a speedy or efficient resolution. Some individuals or companies want their quote unquote pound of flesh, and therefore they choose to litigate because they feel that there's a story and a narrative that needs to be told to the world, and they're utilizing the court system as a mechanism of getting that story out. And at some point, perhaps the case will resolve during the lifetime of that litigation. But if it doesn't, then there's a jury trial to render a determination. When you have more reasonably oriented individuals or companies, and companies, of course, being run by individuals who feel that they've been wrong, but nevertheless wish to get to a solution, that's where I think mediation can really be effective. Now, sometimes mediation is court ordered, meaning that in the midst of a litigation, a judge will send the parties to mediate with the hope that they reach an outcome on their own. But oftentimes, when we're taking on a new client, the dialogue that we have is to get a real sense of where they are now, what's not working for them at the moment, and to where they want to be. And if we believe that there's any plausible or viable means of reaching a resolution without having to go through that full litigation process, then we're very